Hello, my favorite students. Me and Sock Monkey. That's improper English. Yes, it is. I thought you were the English teacher. Again, this English teacher is tired. Sock Monkey and I. That's more like it, woman. Sock Monkey and I would like to say hello to our favorite students. Sock Monkey thinks he's too cool for school with his California skater shades on. I am cool. Well, yeah, you don't have to do as much maintenance. I can't wait till I can wear maquillage, do my hair, get some hair dye, look normal again. So don't worry, when we go back to school, I won't be looking like this. Anyway, I hope everybody has had a good week so far. Sorry that I did not do the third Picasso video last night. I had a bit of a upset stomach, and yeah, it wasn't a good night. But today was a better day. So we're here to talk about part 3 of the Picasso project, which I hope you guys are enjoying and having fun with. What I've seen so far of the students' artwork, it's been phenomenal, and your color schemes are just fantastic. I'm super, super impressed. And so am I. I can't believe it. It was just absolutely amazing. I don't want to name any names, but I've got several students that I do weekly tutorials with that have just, as we say in America, because of baseball, they just knocked it out of the park. So anybody can do this. That's the best thing about this project. Anybody can do this. People that don't like to draw, people that think they can't draw, doesn't matter. You can do it and make it look absolutely amazing. So anyway, for part 3, I'm skipping the Guernica part right now because I'm still thinking if we're going to do that as the part 4. I need to research it a little bit more because it's kind of a complex thought process and analyzing a very large piece of artwork. It's not that I doubt your ability to do that. I just don't want to maybe make you have to think that hard right now with all the work you've got at home already between French and math and English and then my projects. So I'm going to take a day to decide about that, and we'll go from there. But for today's Picasso project, if you are on the packet, page 13, excuse me, it says take front, side, and 3/4 angle photos of you or a friend. 3/4 means not your whole face, but probably this would be about 3/4 of my face. You can see both my eyes, my eyebrows. You just don't see one part of my ear, and you only see part of my facial structure of my face. But this is about a 3/4 angle. So 3/4 is almost all, but not all. And you guys should know this because I know you're doing geometry. At least, well, CM1, and I would assume CM2 has already done geometry. So you can either take a photo. If you're going to be doing the portrait on your own, just look 3/4 angle in a mirror or in a video, if that helps. Or of a friend, if you've got somebody that you can draw. Maybe not a friend because we have to practice social distancing to be safe, but maybe brother, sister, mom, dad, grandpa, grandma, tonton, tata, your dog, your cat, whatever. Using what you've learned about the continuous line portraits that we talked about in the last video, and looking at the how to draw a Picasso portrait worksheet for ideas, you're going to create your own self-portrait in the style of Picasso. Whee! Well, I don't know how yours is going to turn out, Sock Monkey. You're going to have to remove your super cool skater shades, California dude. You're going to create your own self-portrait in the style of Picasso. Create a rough draft in pencil below, then trace or transfer it onto drawing paper for your final art. If you have oil pastels, you're welcome to use them. They're a bit messy, and I don't want the parents yelling at me. So if you have like Crayola crayons or colored pencils or markers, that's fine. Oil pastels are great. You can smear them, but they also make a mess. And like I said, I don't want any parents yelling at me that their child smeared oil pastel all over the wall in blue violet and they can't get it off. So try to stick with crayons, colored pencils, or markers for this piece. So when I scroll down to the page after the practice page, it says how to draw like Picasso. Below are some examples of how Picasso drew eyes, noses, ears, and mouths. Use them as a starting point, but also feel free to create your own versions. And when I'm looking at the eyes, I think I like the triangle eye. Or is it more of a, I guess it's not really triangle. It could be two triangles put together, or it could be a square. I like that one, and I like the side version with the eyelashes. I think that's super cool. And the noses are very, very interesting. And the mouse or the bouche, I think I like the first one. And the ears, look at one of the ears is like an 8. Who would have thought of that with a contour drawing or doing a portrait? And by the way, this isn't necessarily a contour or a continuous line drawing. You're doing a portrait of yourself in the Picasso-esque Cubist style. So don't worry, you actually get to look at this paper and look at yourself and draw, but I just want you to draw using examples from page 14 of Picasso mouths, ears, noses, eyes. Has he got anything else in there for us to look at? That's all right. That's enough to work with. So in this particular I don't want to say episode, but in this particular part, it's not going to be very long because I don't have much to explain. You're pretty smart and can figure it out yourself. Yes, they can. They're tired of hearing you talk for 20 minutes. I'm doing my best, Sock Monkey. I'm telling you, I'm doing my best. So, feel free to get a mirror if you want, or you can, like I do, even use a video. I will present my continuous line drawings and my Picasso Cubist portrait in the last video. And you guys will probably outdo me 100 times over because your creativity is fantastic. So you'll be able to look at a paper. Sorry, these were a couple of line drawings I was doing of some of my students for my tutorials today. Some of them came out pretty funny. But the continuous line drawing project or paper, it's good to practice a few times before you do your final one. So, do I have a piece of paper? I should always have paper. So, for this one, you're just going to do like we saw the woman that created this Picasso project. You colored in, or you should have colored in her portrait in a color scheme. I loved how she did her bangs, or if you're English or familiar with English, her fringe, how she did it in like question marks. I thought that was super cool. But I'll try to do a quick example, me and Sock Monkey, of how to draw like Picasso, and with the references. And the thing is that the reason they ask you to do a half, 3/4 and straight on pictures or looking at yourself in a mirror is that one eyeball can be looking straight and the other eye can be over here looking or completely drawn in a different direction. Or your mouth can be over here near your cheek and your nose can be somewhere between your eyes and your mouth, but it's supposed to be cubist and abstract. So it's not going to really look exactly like you, but that's the whole point of this project. It's about modern abstract art. And I thought that that would be a lot more fun than trying to just replicate, paintings that we've seen in museums or, you've seen in books and whatnot. So real quickly, I'm just going to do a very quick portrait of my face using this technique. I should actually really do one of Sock Monkey. That would be very, very funny and cool. But I really like that it gives us examples on how we can do different angles and different sides of our face. So I've got an eye, and what did I say? I love that triangle square eye, which is looking straight forward at me. It kind of looks like an amoeba or like some scientific virus under a microscope. So let's see how this will look. And lots of eyelashes like I normally have when we're in school. I still have them. They're just very, very light. And you can't see them unless there's some mascara on them. You can tell I desperately want to get dressed up again and go back to school and go outside. It's been a very long time since I've been outside. I'm just like you guys, stuck in the house. Except I do go out on my balcony to get fresh air and to feel the sun. And it's very, very warm today. I was surprised, but it felt very good for the 5 minutes I was outside of my balcony. Right, back to my portrait that I'm trying to do. I'm looking at a nose, and I think this might fit my face better. Now, let's take a look at the mouths. They've got a couple good ones. They have a mouth that looks like a J that you could do sideways. And then they've got another mouth that almost looks like, I don't even know how to describe it, like two like frog spawns in a pond, which is super cool. And then another mouth that's just 3 lines. So it can be like your lip, your teeth, and your bottom lip. Who would have thought? Okay, so let's see. I'm going to try this, even though my mouth isn't really shaped this way. Actually, it is, kind of. Stop talking so much and draw the darn picture. Sorry, Sock Monkey. He's right, I'm talking too much. It's been another long day. But I love to do the videos for my students, so it gives me somebody else to talk to besides Marie, my husband. And if you hear any loud music in the background, I apologize. It's my husband putting together a video. He had concerts in Paris. He was supposed to leave for tomorrow. And of course, due to the COVID-19, all of the concerts that he was going to perform were canceled. So he's doing a special video for his fans to stay safe, to practice, hand washing, to practice safe social distancing, to practice staying in your house, to practice don't go running with 20 people, etc., etc. Okay, so I'm almost done. Just to show you this brief portrait. And I love that 8. Looks like a number 8 for an ear. That's absolutely just fantastic. And then I'll do something I think that's more forward-facing. I can't wait to show you guys what I'm working on for the 4th part of this video. Well, that makes me look like Dumbo. Okay, so do I get eyebrows? You can't really see them because my hair is naturally very light, so I'm just going to add in some eyebrows there because I feel like my face looks empty without some eyebrows. And I'm going to do some, we call it bangs in America. They call it fringe in England. I don't remember what you call it here in France, but, you know, when I wear my hair with my bangs, which I haven't since we've been confined because I figured I can't go outside. So why waste the hairspray? But I'm going to do some fringe, bangs, whatever you call it, like the lady that created the project did, because I think it was a good idea. And I think she did hair, if I remember. So I'll just do it simply, though. Okay, so are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? This is what I just did in a matter of a few minutes using the examples they gave us for Picasso on a piece of notebook paper. Can you see? I did it with just my regular stylo. Voila! So I have one eye looking inward. I have one eye looking straight at you. Those are my little sad eyebrows. And there's my little sad bangs up there. My nose I chose to do to the side. And my mouth I chose to do front-faced. I have my 8-shaped ear over here. And then I've got the other ear that is more front-facing here. And then I just decided to add like some shape of cheeks or going into a chin form. And then I just drew a simple line here and a simple line here just to give the illusion of my hair when it's not piled on top of my head. So in those few minutes, I made this. That's all it took. And all I did was reference the Picasso examples they gave us. So anybody can do this. It's really not that difficult. So please have confidence in yourself. I know a couple of students were like, I can't draw. I'm not good at drawing. You don't have to be good at drawing to do modern Cubanist art. It doesn't matter. Look at this. Does this look like me? I don't think so, but it's pretty cool. So that's what I want you to work on for the part 3 of the Picasso project is your portrait, or if you choose to do a portrait of your mom, dad, grandmère, grandpère, tonton, tata, brother, sister, whoever. If you can get your cat or dog to pose for you, you can even do that. I think that might be, I spoke with a student earlier today during a tutorial, and she asked if she could do a portrait of her cat. And I said, why not? You could totally do a cubistic portrait of your cat. You know, just use the guidelines that are explained on page 14. And your cat can have lips, or your dog can have lips and little number 8 ears, whatever you want to do. Then, of course, after you finish doing your portrait, hopefully not on lined notebook paper, I want you to color it. Don't worry about a color scheme this time. You can color it whatever color you want. If you want to do it all in gray, do it all in gray. If you want to do it all in pink, do it all in pink. If you want to do it all in purple, orange, black, red, green, yellow, do what you want to do. I just want to see how you were able to utilize the Picasso examples and create a self-portrait like this, which I just think is funny. I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at the hair, the bangs right here, and it's making me laugh. So anyway, and the one eye going here, and the one eye, my triangle rectangle eye right here. So have fun with it. That's what I'm doing. I'm having fun with it. And then in video part 4, I will show you a more professional one because I actually have some gouache here so I can paint it. Hopefully I don't make too big of a mess. But of course, as usual, if you have questions or if maybe you want to try your own Picasso type eyeball or nose or mouth or ear that's in the similar style of Cubist or Cubism. I'm sorry, I am tired, I won't lie. Go ahead and do it. If you feel stuck or you need some inspiration, of course, send me a message. I'll get right back to you. And as usual, have fun with it. This is not, I'm not grading you on it. There's not a time limit, no stress extreme. Just have fun and get a laugh out of it. Like this just made me laugh. Although you guys know it doesn't take much for me to laugh. I laugh at silly, goofy things. But the hair makes me laugh. You're a weird lady. No, I just find funny things funny. Simple things can be funny, Sock Monkey. Okay, you're right. He just thinks he's too cool for school with his California dude sunshades on, but whatever, I still love him. So, any questions? Send me a message. Have your parents email me. I will answer them right away. I know it's not the weekend, but Fridays I generally am doing correcting all your paperwork and trying as hard as I can to get it compiled and then send it back to your parents. But if there's any urgencies or anything like that, of course you can contact me tomorrow and I'll answer right away. So get your Picasso portraits. I want to see what you can do. I know it's going to be awesome and amazing. They're going to totally outdo you. I know, that's what I'm scared of. And I went to art school before university. So have a good night, my favorite students. I'm going to do our spelling video next. That should be interesting because Sock Monkey's going to lose his California dude glasses and become more scholarly for our spelling test in Unit 5. All right. Bye, you guys. Have fun. And I will talk to you tomorrow for the last part of the Picasso project. Yay! All right. Have a good night. I'll see you in a few minutes for the spelling video.